Hello, I'm Elsie Pace, a student of Grand Canyon University. I just want to share about parts of transition plan. So the transition plan for special education are designed to help students with disabilities. They have to move from school to post-school activities. So these plans are part of individualized education program. That's what we call IEP. So are required by that Student with Disabilities Act by IDEA. So here in Oklahoma, transition planning must begin by the time the student turns 16 or younger if deemed appropriate by IEP team. So the IEP team include the students, parents, teachers, or other relevant professionals who work together to develop the plan. So the transition plan must include a measurable post-secondary goal based on the age appropriate on transition assessment. So these goals is covered areas such as education, it's covered by employment, and also independent living skill. So the plan must be also outlined and transition services needed to help student to achieve the goal. So when we say transition services can include instruction related to services community experience and also develop an employment and other post-school adult living objectives. So this IEP must be updated by the teacher annually to reflect the student progress. So if there's any changes in their goals or needs, it can view that and check that all the time. So this ensures that transition plan remains relevant and effective in helping students to achieve their post-secondary goals. Transition. So it would be smoothly from school to employment transition. Okay, number 2. It's about a strategy that will employ to promote successful transition by Alex. So this is all the strategy. First, you have to develop personalized plan, create a detailed transition plan. It's tailored to Alex's needs, skills, career goals. This plan should include timeline, a specific milestone on it, step he will take to transition smoothly into his post-education job. And then next is to engage stakeholders, collaborate with stakeholders, including educators, potential employers, or Alex family, to explore the opportunities and provide a strong support network. And then the involvement of the parents or guardians. So, because they already graduate, right? So prepare Alex's mother as a coach of Alex. Since Alex will lose his school coach after graduation, it is essential for Alex to empower his mother to take on this role. Provide her with resources, training, strategies, so effective support to Alex's job, so they can search ongoing career development. And then you have to have regular check-in and feedback. Establish regular check-in with Alex and her mother to assess the goal, discuss the progress, make any necessary adjustment to the support plan. So by implementing the strategies, you can help ensure Alex's experiences will be smooth and successful transition from education employment. Okay, number 3 is collaboration strategies. So the first one is open communication channel. You have to establish regular meeting with the parents, Alex with his family. You have to discuss the progress, the address of concern, and if you can make an adjustment as well, the transition plan as needed. So you can schedule the phone calls, email, face-to-face to ensure that everyone is on the same page. Number 2 is actively identify connection and facilitation. So Alex family is relevant resources, need to have to know, such as vocational training program, counseling services, educational workshop, needed to be involved in contact of all information as needed. And then collaboration goal setting and review. So involve Alex and his parents setting realistic, achievable goal with transition plan. So need to have collaboration approach to ensure that the goal remain aligned with Alex's interests and needs. So you need to keep the family engaged on the process. God bless. Thank you.